Here's my non-video video for today. I don't even know why I still hold up my camera phone like I'm taking a picture of my face, even though it's all entirely black. Uh, my thought for tonight in the dark is about a booktube tradition, which is you get a certain number of subscribers. Some people do it at 200, some people do it at 500. I think I got asked whether I was going to do it at 500, and I said no, I've got no plans to, which is the Q&A, where you take questions from our audience and answer them. And you've got the right to whether to not answer them or not, or how detailed to get into them. Um, and it's varying things of like, what books would you recommend, or tell us this bit about your life, or stuff like that. Um, I definitely resisted that. I think there's something about, I guess I get to choose what to share by just saying, hey, I feel like talking about this. Whereas if I'm asked a question, I feel like there's almost a bit of pressure to ask it, even though, the usual ground rules are you feel free not to answer questions that you don't want to answer. If someone asked you something that was too personal or too painful to you. Um, I think maybe there's also just the thing of when I get into a kind of a people are asking me questions kind of thing, I feel adversarial, or I get very negative, and I think that I automatically assume that the questioner is asking me why. Like, what do you do for a living? It's like, which to me is like, why don't you have a better job, or why are you not successful? Even though I actually feel really good about, support care worker, I actually feel pretty good about that. It's not the most high status job, but it's a job that brings a lot of value into the world. And I feel pretty good about that. And I kind of make a personal difference on people's lives. That said, it's a job like any other job in another way. And I go to work, and sometimes you don't feel like going to work, and sometimes you gotta um, put on your work face even when you don't feel like working. Um, but yeah, there's something about the kind of the question answer thing that becomes, it's like a job interview, or it's something where it's like it's an admission to something, and I get very tense about that. So um, there's something about the format that puts me off, which is why I haven't done, and probably won't do a question and answer video, not until I can jog myself out of that mindset. Yeah. So okay, that's my little discursion tonight in this non-video kind of podcast thing. Me talking to myself in a very non-adversarial way. I'm a sympathetic questioner, except when I'm not, which is unfortunately why I don't do the question and answer stuff. All right.